How to create an invoice. Select the customer from the customer list. Click on the Add Invoice button. The top left corner displays the customer code and company name. Underneath this is the invoice number. The next numerical sequenced invoice number is generated, but can be changed, for example, to set a manual invoice number by typing the new number in the box. The invoice date, displayed at the top of the next column, defaults to today's date per the computer, but you can change this as necessary. The invoice status or invoice options are then displayed, and the choices are Order Invoice, which is a standard tax invoice or agreement for provision of goods and services. Quotation. Quote a customer for goods or services expecting an order. When the quote is successful, the status can be changed to invoice. Hold open. Create an invoice, but do not allow finalizing just yet. Finalized. A tax invoice issued to a customer ready for payment, also referred to as posted or closed, but does not necessarily mean paid off. The PO number field can be used to reference a purchase order that may have been placed in relation to this invoice. If payment has been received at the same time the invoice is created, click in the Cash Invoice checkbox. When the invoice is finalized, a receipt will be applied automatically for the amount owing and for the same date as the invoice. Please note, if using a cash invoice, you can set up automatic transfer to your cash flow records for the receipt. See Cash Invoice Settings in Options for Invoice Manager. Alternatively, if you have a lot of cash invoices, you can select not to transfer each individual invoice to cash flow and just record the total at the end of the day. The credit limit and current balance are references to the credit limit you have established for the customer together with the current balance of their account for ease of use. If Use Customer Types has been selected in Options, a customer type field and the customer type allocated to this customer in Add Customer, Modify Customer will display under the current balance. You can click on the down arrow and select a different customer type if required. To change the customer type permanently, click on Modify Customer next to the customer list. The prices for items chosen from inventory will default to that mapped price list for that customer type. If Use Jobs Number has been selected in Options, a job number field will display under the current balance and customer type. The invoice can be assigned to a job from the drop-down arrow, so you can allocate invoices to track specific jobs.